In this morning's U.S. Bank Customer Spotlight, we take a look inside the design, construction, and real estate world with Bob Steele, President and CEO of KZF Design. Steele has 35 years in the business, and KZF has a long list of clients, including the new Summit Park in Blue Ash, Smale Riverfront Park, the Lindner School of Business at UC, just to name a few, that have kept its 65 local employees busy. Bob Steele joins Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith in the studio. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Peg. Bob, thanks for being with us today.
Jamie, thanks for having me here to talk about our industry and KZF. Thank you.
Well, great. She talked about some of your projects, but talk about a little bit about the opportunities in design and the design industry today.
Well, there are a lot of opportunities right now. There are more careers than there are candidates to fill them. And so that's a challenge for design firms. At KZF, we've tried to be proactive about solving that. So one of the things that we do, or a couple of things that we do, one is we have a flexible work week. So it's no longer the 8 to 5 trends of 20 years ago. You have to be a little bit more flexible. For example, we have employees who come in at 5 in the morning and leave at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then others that come in at 10 and leave at 7 or 8. We also have a lot of folks who have careers in architecture, interior design, planning, or engineering, and they stop to become parents. And so that's a challenge for them because they want to keep their hand in the profession and not leave it and not lose it, but they still want to be part of it. So we allow employees to be part-time if that works for them, to work from home if that accommodates the projects that we have. And then finally, as the baby boomers retire, there's a lot of industrial knowledge, technical knowledge, and experience in those folks. And so we allow them to ratchet down, and if they want to go part-time and be flexible, we accommodate that. And most of our retirees phase out. Sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 4 or 5 years. Yeah. But that helps us.
Well, you know, as logical as it sounds, it doesn't happen a lot. You know, when you have the flexible hours, the part-time hours to accommodate lifestyle changes, so it's cool to hear.
Right.
Now, you talked a little bit about, you know, going away and being a mom is a challenge. Are there other challenges for the industry right now?
Yes, there are, and there are opportunities as well. A lot of employers now, or a lot of our clients are looking at well-being. How do we attract folks and keep them? That's the challenge. And when we're having conversations with clients, it used to be the ROI. What was the ROI? It's the cost of construction, it's the cost of furnishing it. But now it's the cost of attracting new employees and then keeping them. And when you have that broader conversation, you can then bring in the conversation about well-being, which has to do with daylight, bringing nature in, fresh air, culture. There are a lot of things that we try to blend into our design. We have workplace strategies that we utilize with our clients now that most firms didn't have, let's say, 15 or 20 years ago.
Well, that leads into our next question. The trends in design, they've changed a lot over the last 10 years.
They have.
Talk a little bit about that.
Clients have expectations for a shorter period of time from when pre-design starts to when they move in. And that's being driven by technology, and that's reasonable. But we're starting to hit that wall of diminishing returns. And so at some point, probably in the next 10 to 15 years, there's going to need to be a radical change in technology that allows that to advance. And that's probably going to involve artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that AI is going to do design, but it'll aid in that, which will help compress that.
Yeah. Well, listen, thank you so much for being on the show today. Congratulations on a long, successful career.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.